62% of people are refusing to pay their student loans.
That's not going to be good for business. That's not going to be good for anybody.
That's right, you heard me. 62% of people are saying,
you know what? When student loans restart, I'm not gonna pay it.
and I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is not gonna end well. And let's have this conversation why this is such a bad idea. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. And as always, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And also check in the description and in the pinned comment. I have a newsletter where I talk about things that I don't talk about on this channel and on certain videos, guys. So make sure that you join it. It's free. How can you beat that? But guys, let's jump into this. That 62% of people think it's a smart idea to not pay their student loans. It says, we can't pay. A growing wave of student loan borrowers are likely to refuse to resume repayment in October. New survey finds. Here's why many are on the brink of boycott. Like, I have to explain to you why this is a bad deal for your personal finances, why this is a bad deal if you're trying to purchase a home, and just in general, why this will not end well for you. As Joe Biden's stalled student loan forgiveness plan means repayment is set to resume October 1st. A growing number of student loan borrowers are claiming they either cannot or will not pay the debt back. Oh, no.
What?
Now, this is the thing, guys. A lot of borrowers are thinking to themselves,
Well, Orlando, I can't pay the $700 student loan debt. I can't pay that. I just can't make those payments.
now, this is the bad thing that I've been talking about when it comes to turning back on these student loans.
Man, I'm dead.
A lot of individuals went ahead and bought these overpriced homes, and they are now having to make a decision of, can I pay the $700 a month in my student loans because that's coming back on? Or am I going to pay on the mortgage on the house that I overpaid, with things continuing to go up like insurance, property taxes? These things are continuing to go up, and they're having to make a decision on a mortgage or your student loan debt.
You need to get it together.
And they never, guys, listen to me, they never put into the equation of ever paying a student loan back, of ever having monthly payments turned back on. They just did it. Then you have the other side. The other side is individuals who want to buy a home. And now they're saying to themselves,
I mean, I can't make the mortgage and I can't pay my student loan back. That's just not possible for me. Once student loan turns back on, I am not going to be able to get my house, my dream home, and make those payments.
and they still believe that if they decide not to make those mortgage payments, that they will be able to get their dream home. And I'm here to tell you, guys, as a lender, I'm here to tell you that no, that won't happen. I know. There's this rule out here that everybody's throwing around.
Hey, man, guess what? They're not reporting it on your credit report, so it doesn't matter. They can't report you for 12 months. So you can just go buck wild and not pay the payments and don't have to worry about the consequence of having bad credit. So get everything.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
I know this sounds crazy, guys. This is nuts. This is lunacy. But they're saying, don't worry about it and go ahead and get everything you want before your credit's ruined with the student loan payments. So for 12 months, you're just gonna YOLO it. You're gonna go ahead and buy that overpriced home. You're gonna buy that brand new TV that you wanted, new computers, go on vacations, because now you better do that stuff before the government catches up with you or your student loan catches up with you, and then they report you and say, your credit's ruined now because you have never made a payment in the last 12 months. Does that make any sense to you guys?
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
You have to see that this is gonna end badly. If you're currently in a home right now and you can't make all of these payments due to your home and your student loan payment, and you can't make both of those, you have to see that's gonna end in a foreclosure. You're gonna have to make a choice. And with the choices that you've made previously, it's gonna end badly in a foreclosure, in a situation to where your credit will be damaged more, in a situation where you're gonna pull equity out and do these ridiculous, HELOC credit cards or make a decision out of desperation. You have to see this is gonna end badly.
Use your common sense.
On the other side, where somebody wants to purchase a home and you're deciding not to pay your student loans, you have to understand that, for one, if you do make the mistake in getting past banks and banks not seeing that you haven't made any payments, because more than likely that's what's going to happen. Banks are going to require you to show them that you are making payments. It may not be on the credit report, but you still may have to provide documentation showing that you have been making those payments. But if you haven't, then you so happenly get through the process where you still can buy a property and you know you can't make both of those, aren't you still setting yourself up for foreclosure? How does this even help you? Make it make sense to me, guys. I mean, make it make sense to me. Put in the comment section where you think that any of these scenarios I'm giving you will help an individual. In fact, a new survey from students and education research publication revealed that 62% of respondents said that they are considering boycotting loan payments in the fall, as almost half of them doubt they will be able to afford those payments. This is the reason why being preventative is so important. Planning, right, guys? Planning and being preventative. I know this is crazy. This is a controversial a controversial thing that I'm about to say. You probably should plan before you make decisions like making the biggest purchase of your life. You should probably understand your finances before you make the biggest purchase of your life. You should probably put into consideration $230,000 in student loans that you owe. It just doesn't disappear, guys. It just doesn't.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
But I'm going to read here what some of these borrowers are saying. 29-year-old took to TikTok to ask a hard question about whether borrowers like him should protest of what many view as systemic unfairness by refusing to pay their loans back. It's not going to end well. You're not going to win this. I'm telling you, you're not going to win it. You think you are by not making the payments, but you're really hurting yourself. And then it says, are we not paying like collectively as a whole? He said in a viral video, meaning if you put a payment down, you are breaking, you are crossing the line. How are we going to move? Because they can't keep getting away with this stuff. If we don't pay, they are the ones who are going to suffer, not us. No, I'm sorry. No, they're not going to suffer. I get where you're going with this. You're thinking, hey guys, how about we all not pay and they will erase all the debts? Oh man.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bull.
Let me just clear something up with you real quick. It's not going to work that way. You're just going to get your credit destroyed. You won't be able to get any credit. You're going to destroy your financial future. You won't be able to get a house. And then you're probably going to claim bankruptcy. And then when you claim bankruptcy, you won't be able to even get rid of the student loan debt after that. Yes, I know that sounds crazy, right? That sounds nuts. You think that if you work together and say, no, we're never going to pay our student loans back, that you're going to break the system. It's not going to happen, guys. I'm just giving you a fair warning, right? Let's plan together. What you should do in this scenario is plan to pay back your student loans. Because if you don't pay back your student loans, you're going to pay for it in the future. Now, I get it. Are there issues with student loans, the way that they're given, colleges? Yes, that's a whole nother topic, right? I get that. I understand that. But what we're talking about is, should you pay your student loans back? Is it wise to not pay your student loans back? And especially if you're trying to buy a home and you're trying to have a financial future. And the answer to all of those questions is pay back your student loans. When student loans turn back on, and the holiday season coming, we're going into an era where there won't be that many buyers. We have high interest rates. We have individuals who are already in homes who are struggling right now, and they're going to struggle more when it comes to their student loans getting turned back on. And then we have unemployment going up, and then we have individuals, buyers who cannot even get into the market because homes are overpriced. On top of that, their credit is going to be destroyed if they decide not to pay back all their debt obligations, credit cards, student loans. So what is going to happen to demand? Well, I mean, demand is already low. It's going to get even lower. So what does that mean for individuals who have all their stuff together And then sellers, that means prices of homes are going to go down. That also means that it will turn into a buyer's market in the future with so little demand. What I think is the issue at the end of the day, guys, us as Americans have gotten used to not paying student loans. And when you've pushed off student loans for the last 2-3 years, whatever the number is, it's been a long time since people have been making student loan payments. And when you push it off, people forget. People are just like,
yeah, I mean, that's a debt I own, but if I don't have to pay it back or it's not actively on my budget to pay, then, yeah, I don't care about it.
and that's what's happened. And now that it's getting turned back on, it's going to cause a lot of disruption, and not the disruption that's a good disruption, guys. So as always, guys, make sure you're acting responsible financially wise. Make sure that you're doing the right things for you and your family if you want to get into this housing market, and if you want to have a financial future to purchase properties or to buy your first home or just in general, guys. But you're not going to get all your information from this one video, guys. I need you to watch this video here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, get into your first rental property, and I promise you the information you will get from this video, it will be gold. See you in the next one. Thanks.